Let's face it, getting ignored sucks. It's one of the most disheartening experiences, especially when it comes from someone you care about deeply. It's even worse when it happens after an intimate moment. That moment when you felt so close, so connected, only to be met with silence. You're left feeling confused, insecure, and wondering what the hell went wrong. The silence can be deafening, filling your mind with doubts and questions. Did you imagine the connection? Was it all just a figment of your imagination? Was it all in your head? These thoughts can be tormenting, making you question your worth and the authenticity of the moment you shared. Here's the thing, being ignored after intimacy is a serious red flag. It's not just about the silence, it's about what that silence represents. It shows a lack of respect, communication, and emotional maturity on their part. It's a sign that they might not be ready for a real, meaningful relationship. This isn't about playing games, it's about basic human decency. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect and consideration, especially after sharing something so personal. You deserve to be with someone who values you and your feelings, someone who sees you as a person, not just a momentary pleasure, someone who isn't afraid to communicate openly and honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. True intimacy involves vulnerability and trust, not just physical closeness. So, what do you do when you're stuck in this frustrating situation? How do you navigate the emotional turmoil and find clarity? How do you break free from the cycle of reaching out and getting ignored? It's time to take control of your emotional well-being and set boundaries. Keep reading, because we're about to dive into some practical steps to help you reclaim your power. You have the strength within you to demand the respect and communication you deserve. First things first, remember this. Their silence is not a reflection of your worth. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame, but don't let their behavior dictate how you see yourself. Their inability to communicate effectively is their issue, not yours. It's a sign of their own emotional baggage and inability to handle adult situations. You, on the other hand, are taking the high road by seeking healthy ways to cope with this situation. You're choosing self-respect over chasing someone who clearly doesn't value you. So, hold your head high, knowing that you deserve better than being treated like an option. You are worthy of love, respect, and open communication. Don't settle for anything less. Let's talk time frames. If it's been a few hours, maybe they're busy. We've all been there. But if the silence stretches into days, especially after being intimate, it's time to face reality. They're sending a message, loud and clear, even without saying a word. They're choosing not to prioritize you, your feelings, or the connection you shared. Ignoring someone is a form of passive aggression, a way of avoiding confrontation and responsibility. It's hurtful, immature, and a major red flag in any relationship, casual or serious. Don't make excuses for their behavior or try to rationalize the silence. Acknowledge the situation for what it is, a sign that they're not emotionally available or interested in pursuing something real. It's perfectly normal to feel the urge to reach out. You're wired for connection, and the silence can be deafening. You might find yourself crafting the perfect text, hoping for a response, any response. But here's the thing, reaching out only gives them more power. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of hoping and waiting while they continue to hold all the cards. Instead of giving in to the urge, acknowledge it. Recognize that it's your brain trying to seek closure and reassurance. But true closure won't come from them. It will come from within. The more you resist the urge to reach out, the stronger you become. You're breaking free from their hold and taking control of your own emotional well-being. Section 5. Distract yourself, out of sight, out of mind. One of the best ways to stop reaching out is to keep yourself busy. Remember all those things you've been meaning to do? Now's the time. Dive headfirst into hobbies you love, reconnect with friends, or explore something new. Exercise is also a fantastic way to release pent-up energy and boost your mood. The goal is to shift your focus from them to something positive and fulfilling. The less mental space you give them, the easier it will be to move on. Remember, this is your time to shine. Reconnect with your passions, explore your interests, and rediscover the amazing person you are, independent of their validation. Section 6. Limit access. Hit the mute button on your heart. In the age of social media, it's tempting to cyberstalk your way into more heartache. Don't do it. It's easy to get caught up in the digital lives of others, especially when emotions are running high. Unfollow, unfriend, or block them on all platforms. Consider deleting their number. This might seem harsh, but it's a necessary step to reclaim your peace of mind. You don't need constant reminders popping up. Every notification can be a trigger, pulling you back into a cycle of pain and longing. This is about protecting your energy and preventing yourself from spiraling down the rabbit hole of their online activity. It's about taking control of your emotional landscape, out of sight, out of mind. By removing these digital connections, you give yourself the chance to focus on your own life and well-being. It's a cliché for a reason. Sometimes the simplest actions can have the most profound impact. By limiting your access to them, you're creating healthy boundaries and giving yourself the space you need to heal and move on. This is a crucial part of self-care and personal growth. Remember, this isn't about being petty or seeking revenge. It's about making a conscious choice to prioritize your mental and emotional health. It's about prioritizing your own well-being and refusing to subject yourself to further emotional turmoil. Engage in activities that bring you joy and peace, and surround yourself with positive influences. Section 7. The power of the pause. Don't hit send. The urge to reach out can be overwhelming, especially in moments of weakness. It's natural to want to connect, to seek reassurance, or to express your feelings immediately. If you feel yourself reaching for your phone, stop. Take a deep breath and resist the impulse. Put it down, walk away, and give yourself some space. Implement a 24-hour rule. This means waiting a full day before deciding to send that message. If you still feel compelled to reach out after a full day, write the message but don't send it. Let it sit in your drafts. Chances are you'll wake up feeling differently and realize sending that message wouldn't have been the best move. Often a night's sleep can bring clarity and a fresh perspective. Creating this pause allows you to process your emotions without acting impulsively. It gives you the opportunity to reflect on your feelings and the situation. It gives you time to think clearly and rationally rather than being ruled by your emotions. You can journal your thoughts or talk to a trusted friend for advice. Remember, you're in control. You have the power to choose how you react and respond to this situation. Choose yourself, prioritize your well-being, and make decisions that serve your best interests. You don't have to go through this alone. Who can you reach out to and share what you're going through? How can talking it out help you process your emotions and gain valuable perspective? Have you ever felt the relief that comes from just venting about a situation? Or perhaps, do you need a shoulder to cry on or words of encouragement? If you're struggling to cope or feel overwhelmed, why not seek professional help? How can a therapist provide a safe and supportive space to explore your feelings and develop healthy coping mechanisms? Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Do you have the courage to acknowledge when you need support and to reach out for guidance? Visit www.mentalfreedom.us for more resources. Now is the perfect time to prioritize self-care. Treat yourself with kindness, compassion, and understanding. Engage in activities that bring you joy and nourish your soul. Whether it's taking a long bath, reading a good book, or spending time in nature, make time for things that make you feel good. Indulge in a little pampering, try a new recipe, or simply allow yourself to relax and recharge. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. By taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, you're giving yourself the best chance to heal and move on from this experience. Remember, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be with someone who values you and treats you with respect. Don't settle for anything less. Sometimes the best way to stop yourself from doing something is to visualize the negative consequences. Imagine yourself reaching out, only to be met with silence or, worse, a cold and dismissive response. How would that make you feel? Would it bring you closure or simply reopen old wounds? Would it make you feel empowered or diminish your self-worth? By visualizing the potential fallout, you're giving yourself a healthy dose of reality. You're reminding yourself that reaching out is unlikely to change the situation and may actually make you feel worse in the long run. Remember, you deserve better than to be treated like an afterthought. You deserve someone who is eager to communicate with you and who values your presence in their life. Every time you resist the urge to reach out, celebrate that victory. You're breaking free from a cycle of emotional dependence and choosing yourself. That's huge. This experience, however painful, is an opportunity for growth. You're learning valuable lessons about self-respect, boundaries, and what you truly deserve in a relationship. Don't let this experience define you or your future relationships. View it as a stepping stone. A chance to learn from your mistakes and make healthier choices moving forward. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and reciprocal effort. Keep those standards high and don't settle for anything less than you deserve. The right person will meet you there. If you like the video, support our channel and subscribe or hit the like button. You can book a session of hypnosis at www.mentalfreedom.us.